Guys, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the Cjrb Lago. Is it as good as I thought it was before? You can see it spinning in front of you. Yes, it is as good as I thought it was. I love this knife. It's got some things that might not appeal to everyone, but I really, really do like it. So let's turn it around. We're gonna take a look at it from above. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, the specs, all that, and I will let you know that the black version is part of the 10,000 sub giveaway. So let's take a look at it. Guys, like I said in the intro, this is Cjrb Lago, and I 100% still hold what I was saying about this being one of the best button locks this year, if not the best button lock. We're going to take a look at it. First things first, there is going to be a spec sheet up over here, and I will make sure I put a purchase link in the description and a pinned comment. You'll be able to pick this up on Blade HQ. So what are we looking at here? Well, first things first, let's do a size comparison. First knife's going to be the CMB Made Knives Spear, and I use that because that's what's in my pocket because I'm getting ready to do a review of this as well. So you can see really similar in size, tip to tip, pivot to pivot, tail to tail. They're just about the same. I think the CMB is just ever so slightly bigger. Great knife. You guys are going to get to see the review on this later. But yeah, so there's your first one, the CMB Made Knives Spear. Next one is the WE Knives Minax. As you can see, this is a little bit bigger than the Minax, ever so slightly. Great knife that we have not seen in a video for a while, so I thought I'd get it out for size comparison. Yeah, you can see this one's a little bit bigger than the Minax. So, and then as always, your final knife is going to be the Cjrb Knives Sebenza. You can see little bit longer in this Sebenza. It's just slightly bigger than the Lago. So let's get this out of the way and talk about the good and bad about this knife. So what makes this so good? Well, it's just an all-around good package. So you have got a very nicely ground, kind of a modified sheep's foot, Wharncliffe kind of in the middle blade, ground nice and nicely behind the edge. It's not super thin, but it's also not too thick. It's just kind of in that Goldilocks zone. This one's done in satin. ARRPM 9 steel is a really good steel. You can maintenance it very easily. Stropping this up is a dream. I like using just a piece of newspaper or phone book paper wrapped around a wood block. You've got a nice choil here that you can get up on it to do heavy duty work, and the blade is perfectly shaped for doing fine detail work if you need to cut out something, cut out a pattern, help with a kid's school project. You've got this huge aperture in the blade that not only allows you to reverse flick very easily, but also adds a little bit of weight reduction to the overall package. Jimping on it is really good. It's not too aggressive and it's not slick. It's just where you want. There's enough there that you definitely are locked in on it. You can see it's pulling the flesh back. When I push forward, that's what you want. Something that feels a little sticky when you are on it, so you don't feel like you're going to go forward. Little bit jimping on the flipper tab, just enough, but not aggressive enough that it's a hot spot. So then you get down into these scales. These scales are done. This is in the Coyote G10 that they did. Sorry, I keep bumping the tripod. This is in their Coyote G10, and they did a really good job with it. You've got nice milling here for the ramp for the thumb or the button on this plunger lock. It's attractive. The texturing on this is just about perfect. No real hot spots. Your hardware don't stick up higher in certain areas. A lot of weight reduction on these scales down in here, so you've got a fairly light knife. The attractiveness of this cannot be, it can't. There are some things that Cjrb does that make their knives very attractive. They have really went in on these colored pivot collars and finishes. So you have got some variation in what you can pick up. This is the all black version, black PVD coated blade, and a red pivot collar. And you've got the other, I think there's black and satin, but this is the one that I have here. Reversible pocket clip. I will say the pocket clip on this is really good. I like the pocket clip. I like the fact that it tapers down and it's nice and wide at the top. Sometimes thinner pocket clips can walk around in the pocket. This just gives it more space to touch on the top seam of that pocket and prevent that. The action on this is incredibly good. The detent is just about perfect for flipping and reverse flick, but also they have went ahead and left you a long plunger on this that you have got to depress pretty far before it disengages, which is a good thing, especially if you happen to be using this knife left-handed. You can see where your hand is on that. You could feasibly push on that a little bit and break that a little bit loose. If that was a shorter travel on that plunger lock, on that button lock, you could definitely disengage that by accident. Like I said, super light, comfortable. In hand, the handles are just perfect for cutting. It feels like it is meant to be in your hand. The pocket clip is not a hot spot at all. And like I said, the fact is, it feels good in hand all the way through. In pocket, carries really comfortably. It's nice and light because I said they did a lot of weight reduction here, and then this big aperture takes a good bit of weight out of the blade. They took it out of the thickest part of the steel, so you definitely have a lot of weight reduction there. And just overall, the way it cuts and the way it feels is all around good. You can do so many things with this knife because it's a very good blade shape in a very good action. I really like this knife. This is one of my favorite knives this year. I don't know why I didn't add it to my my top 5 knives of the year. So there are a couple bad things. Like I always say, if you're gonna be honest about knives, no matter how much you like the company, no matter how much you like the people that design things, there are going to be things that you don't like about the knife. So we're gonna flip this around, flip side of the coin, flip side of the knife, flip side of the story. Now, as always, most of these things I'm going to tell you are not functional issues. They're just me things with this knife. They are not definitely something that you're going to dislike. First things first. While it is a very good package, I honestly don't find it that super attractive. And that's just an aesthetics thing. There really aren't very many functional things about this knife. There are none, to tell you the truth. All of them are just little aesthetic things that I don't like. I would say if I was going to purchase this knife, I would not get it in I would definitely get it in the black. Not necessarily the all blacked out version, which is awesome because there's not much on there that's not black. I would say that I would get a different colored handles. These you can see that it is still stained. I've been using and carrying this knife and I cleaned it up for this video, but it definitely gets dirty, which is not a functional issue. I'm just saying that color might be something you don't want. The button stands really proud, which that's a positive because like you have to have a lot of travel, like I said, to fully disengage the lock, but that also ergonomically that might bother some people. And that's just due to the fact it's a button lock. Some people might not like the button lock. I love it. I think it's great, but some people might not like that. The other issue I have, which is for me kind of a functional issue, I don't like the way the weight is balanced on it. As much as I like this knife, I wish that it had a little bit more weight forward. The point of the balance point, like the center of gravity on this knife, is clear back here, which makes it a little tail heavy. Some people like that a lot. I'm more of a fan of a little bit of weight forward because when I'm working with it, I know where that knife is all the time because I can feel that weight forward. This, I kind of lose track of where the blade is. And so it just feels more comfortable to me to have a little bit of weight forward. But I will say, other than that, as the way it feels in hand, it feels so good in hand with these big handles. A couple little small things here. I don't like lanyard holes. You guys know that. Cjrb and Artisan have done it in the past where they did not have lanyard holes, and I definitely like that option better. I know a lot of people like lanyards. I'm not saying that I don't like lanyards. I'm just thinking, I just wish they would do it like they did with the little pin that goes in here, like on the Cjrb Rhea and a couple other knives they've done. Here's another Artisan and Cjrb knife that they've done that. Same thing where it's in the backspacer. I like that a lot. Not a big fan of a big ugly lanyard hole. And then the only other thing I could really say that I don't like about this knife is once it's deployed, the flipper tab kind of sits a little further down the hill of this ramp than I would want. I wish that it was a little further forward. Well, there's two more things. I'm sorry. After this, there's one more. That kind of sits at the top of the ramp where I don't necessarily want it. I wish that that little point there was either further up or did not exist. Like, just knock that off right there. That would be something that I would say, like, just for me personally, I don't like. That might be something that you don't like either, because that one little point where the jimping on it, it sticks out a little bit into that area where you would have your fingers. And then the last thing is, for a big guy like me, that choil's not quite as big as I would like. I can get, you can see right there, even just up towards the tip of my finger. Now, I do have very large hands. I feel like I'm on the edge, and if I was to get way up on it like that, I'm clear up on the sharpened part of the knife. Those are all just things that I see. That's just my take on it. Your mileage may vary, but I can say this thing is amazing. I still think it's probably the best button lock on the market right now in the price range. The price is going to be here. I forgot what it is. I did look it up, but I'm going to put it right here. Cjrb is not an expensive brand of knives, and the fact is you're getting a ton of quality at that price point. So those are all just my things. We'll take a long time review on this, because this one is my personal. So we will see how I feel after carrying and using this here in the future. I don't always get to do that, because I don't always get to keep knives that come in. But this case, one of these is mine. This one's part of the giveaway, and then the prototype has to go back to them. Guys, if you're not a subscriber, you got to be a subscriber to get in on a giveaway, like $1,000 worth of stuff. So let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. So there you go, guys. Cjrb Lago. This, I think, is the best knife that Cjrb has done. I love the Rhea. I really do, but I think I like this better. It is a very, very good knife. I have to add this to my list of the top knives of the year. Maybe I'll do a budget version, a budget knife, and a regular price knife version of that. So guys, that's pretty much it on this one. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, make sure you got notifications turned on your device, or you will not get notified of everything I put up all the time. If you want to support the channel financially, there's a bunch of ways. I have a ton of affiliate links down below. Anything you purchase with the affiliate links supports the channel directly. It does not cost you anything at checkout. I have a couple that have discounts, Atlas VPN and Coffee Brand Coffee. Some other ways you can do it. I have a membership down below. It's all tier-based. All the paying members have access to my Gilded server. Baseline and premium tier members are entered into giveaways I do on the Gilded server. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series that's built here on YouTube that only can be accessed behind a paywall if you're a premium tier member. And the final way is I have a merchandise store on Ember Shirt Co. where you can pick up my merchandise or other creators' merchandise with a 10% discount if you use my coupon code CrazySharp, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp. Saves you 10% at checkout. Guys, I love y'all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.